Greetings and merry meeting. Welcome to Rustic Log Cabin Life 2.0. I'm Big T, and I am beat the crap in a handbasket. I basically started this whole project about 8:30 a.m. Uh, yeah, I think I should show you this over here for. Well, no, you don't want to see that over there. No, no. Uh, you know, this right here looks like I did a lot of work, and you're right, I did. I, uh, that pile was about this high, and it wasn't a little pile either. I've been working at it for 11 hours. I think I had an hour, not about half an hour break, but about 10 and a half hours. And one of the, uh, I actually thought that this was uh, a cardboard box and mosquitoes, a cardboard box and plastic containers, nightmarish mess just for like a few winters. But as I got to digging in this pile, this is a lot more than just a few winters worth of stuff. I've been finding stuff that goes all the way back to 2012. That's 14 years ago, including this little bugger. In 2019, I had very bad lighting in the cabin. Okay, I just, well, anyway, so I had this table, and I set the table up outside because it was nice and sunny, and I was building a computer, and I had a 750 watt 80 plus gold Cooler Master power supply, and I was plugging everything into the power supply and putting it in the computer and everything. And this right here is the 4-pin. You can see it right here. This is a 4-pin Molex. Now back then I thought nobody uses a 4-pin Molex. What the hell do I need this for? And I chucked it. I didn't even see where I threw it. And one of the goals today was to find this. Why do I need a 4-pin Molex? Well, this little bugger down here, this is what powers your floppy drive, if you don't know. And so back in the day, there was 2 IDE slots, and you can have 2 devices per slot. So there's four Molex, four pin Molex, and one floppy. Okay. Now I have I have both of my machines, my high-end enthusiast 3rd gen AMD Ryzen, and my retro offline games PC, both have DVD drives that aren't the greatest because they're old and very extremely well used. The one in the retro is a Light Scribe DVD. Now it is SATA, but it's extremely well used, and we'll just say back in 2012 when I was moving into the cabin from the house, that's another story. I came across a box that was wrapped in plastic, and it was a Sony DVD-RW, and it was IDE, which means it was 80 pin, and it was powered by a 4-pin Molex. Now, because I was cramming stuff from the house into this little 12 by 16 cabin, I took it out of its box, and I put it in a box of tech with an actual IDE cable. One plug goes into the motherboard, and 2 slots for 2 devices. I have that ID cable, and I have that Sony DVD-RW drive. It's brand new, never been used. And I've been looking for this all day. Now, did I find it where I thought I threw it? No, I found it about 8 feet away, buried and I mean really buried, you know. And I've been burning stuff over here, and oh, 10 days ago, I think, or a week ago, I thought, well, I'll put the plastics over here and I'll burn stuff over here. Well, I got to go clean that up tomorrow. I don't even want to show you that. No, you're not going to see that. But, you know, all day, like 11 hours of work, I found the 4-pin Molex. And you think, like, just get one from another power supply. Are you kidding me? First thing is, you don't swap cables from other power supplies to other power supplies. It's an incompatibility issue. You could actually ruin what you're using, you know. Yeah, it's very bad, very bad mojo to swap cables. So I found the 4-pin Molex, and I now have a floppy connector. No, I don't have a floppy drive. We don't use those anymore. But I can power that brand new Sony DVD drive. And what do I need? What I need the retro offline gaming PC. It's all oh yeah, it's all offline, but it uses disk. Okay, I have some Windows 95 CD-ROMs, Best of Atari, and Revenge of Arcade. So we're talking Mrs. Pac-Man, Xevious, Dig Dug, Pole Position, Best of Atari, or actually Best of Atari would be Asteroids Deluxe, Gravatar. Oh, Lunar Lander. I played this when I was 9 years old. Lunar Lander. Oh my God, what a horrifically hard game. And it all runs on CD-ROM. But my LightScribe DVD drive has been, it was used, I used it so much, I pushed the button, it doesn't want to eject the tray. But if you tell Windows Explorer to eject it, it half the time it will, but it really doesn't want to. That's because the drive is toast. But I'm just kind of sort of using it. And now I have my Molex. I gotta wash it up and scrub it up and stuff like that, but it was 8 feet away from where I thought I put it and buried under all sorts of crazy crap. I mean, I've been working at this. I found it. So anyway, so yeah, and here's the thing. I found my KitchenAid mixer. It just needs a new motor. I found my my old teapot. I had this teapot for, God, I don't know. I've had this teapot for like a long time, like 20 years. My mother sent me a Farberware, and it's red. And I like red, but it doesn't whistle because it's defective. It was put up to get it wrong. This thing does whistle. So what's wrong with this? Nothing. But it's been in the pile for 6 years. Now I got it. I'm gonna really have to scrub this out. Clorox, maybe some Spick and Span, maybe some Comet. You know, Comet, it makes you vomit. Comet, it makes your mouth turn green. Comet, it tastes like gasoline. So buy some Comet and vomit today. And it works on this stuff. So anyway, so yeah, found my 4-pin Molex. So now I have to remove some boxes from my front corner, get that Sony DVD drive, get my ID cable. I think the ID cable might be in a loft. It's either in a box in a loft or it's in that my tech box and on the bottom of everything. But I got my 4-pin Molex. I'm so excited. A brand new DVD RW. Well, anyway, thank you very much for coming along. And, well, shoot, what's this over here? Let's see, do you guys see this over here? Making hand signals. I am so tired. I don't know how many. I got this box of trash bags. There's 40 bags in a box. The box is now half empty, so I'm guessing that's 20 bags. Maybe I don't know, maybe 15, something like that. That's a lot of bags. See, what do you think? Burn it? I burned all the burnables. I still have over here about 6 more bags, maybe 8, and then it'll all be picked up. And then I gotta go over and do that. And there's like 5 more bags over there. You're thinking like, dear God, that's a big dump run. Well, I have a small SUV, so I could probably get about 6 bags in the thing, and I have to go to the dump tomorrow to ascertain how much my dump fees are going to be per load. So, yeah, interesting, isn't it? I'm beat now. I've been bending over. I do a bag. I bend over. I have a bad lower back, so I bend over and I do all this stuff. I get the bag together. I put it in the pile and I go sit down in the chair. I sit there for a few minutes and I get up and I do it again. I've been doing this for 11 hours and I can't bend over anymore. I don't know what I'm going to feel like tomorrow, but I'm almost finished, I guess. I've been finding a lot of old 2x4s and plywood and old tables and yeah. And this nonsense right here, the table with the blue tarp underneath and everything, when I finally get this all picked up and bagged up, I'm going to take all of that and I'm going to move it back like 8 feet. And you're thinking like, why? To get it out of the way. See, when it snows, it piles up on this, and then I have to scoop it up from here and throw it over there. The problem is the table's in the way with all the stuff on it. So I'm just going to move the whole thing 8 feet and back. And it'll be completely out of the way. I'll be opened up, have all this room. Well, anyway. Yeah, and you're thinking like, hey, T, you could have taken a before shot. No, you didn't want to see that. But I got my 4-pin Molex. Yeah, thank the gods. So yeah, you didn't want to see it before. It was pretty bad, you know. So I thought it was like 3 winters worth of stuff. You know, there was a lot of plastic in there, but it wasn't 3 winters. I guess smoking all that Mary Jane has caused me to forget. A lot of this stuff goes all way back to 2012. Yeah. So I've been accumulating. It's almost done. We got probably a few more hours left, and then moving the table and everything back, and then I'll be finished. Well, anyway, I've taken up enough of your time. My legs are going numb, and I'm gonna upload this tomorrow. So until we meet again next video, chocolate chip cookies and black cookies to you, and I'll catch y'all again.